Welcome to this InfoSecurity Europe podcast.
I'm Lisa Plaggemier. I'm the Interim Executive Director of the National Cybersecurity Alliance. And the National Cybersecurity Alliance is actually international. Don't let the name fool you. We're a public-private partnership or a nonprofit based in Washington, D.C. And we're really all about training and awareness. We are there to demystify security for the general public and to support security training and awareness managers with lots of free content. On Tuesday, the 12th of October at 10 o'clock, I'm going to be presenting along with Oz Alashi of CyberSafe a session called A Whole Lot of BS About Cybersecurity. BS in this instance meaning behavioral science. Oz and I will be speaking about the human element of cybersecurity. What are people's attitudes and beliefs about security? What are the barriers to them having better security habits? We've conducted an annual survey, and this year we're taking a behavioral science lens to the problem to try to understand why people might know the right thing to do, but don't actually carry through with it and change their security habits. So those of us in cybersecurity know that the internet was never designed to be secure. It was designed for the free flow of information, and technology has done so many things to enhance our lives. It's amazing what's happened just in my lifetime or my kids' lifetime if you look back. The problem is we're seeing adversaries, nation states and organized crime take advantage of that openness. And I think this is finally making it into the consciousness of the general public and to general consumers. When we see pictures on the news in the US of people waiting in line for petrol because of the pipeline attack or other issues that the average citizen is having to endure, identity theft and a myriad of problems, ransomware on school districts and hospitals, for example. It's something that I think people are realizing we all have to take individual responsibility for, and that there's steps that we can all take. It's not just up to the government, and it's not just up to large enterprises or organizations. Everybody plays a part. So what I see coming on the horizon, I feel like we're kind of at a tipping point right now. A lot of security people will tell you it's going to get worse before it's going to get better, and I don't disagree with that. But I think as far as your average consumer realizing that they've got a role to play and realizing that sometimes we do have to slow down a little bit to be more secure or to care more about our privacy, I think we're starting to see that as more and more organizations realize that introducing a little bit of user friction like multi-factor authentication doesn't necessarily cost them customers or cost them business. I think consumers are realizing that that little bit of friction is for my own protection. So as major enterprises make those changes and enforce things like MFA on their customers, people will get used to it. People will see it as a habit, and they might even start to ask for companies where I don't have to use multi-factor authentication. Why not? Is there security lax? I think that consumers are just becoming more aware, and we're going to see more and more of that. And we're going to see technology companies be less afraid of that friction and more concerned with the security of their customers.
Thank you for listening to this InfoSecurity Europe podcast.